Team, one of the most powerful words. Where diverse skills come together, dreams come true. When passion, ethics, hard work and creativity falls into place, magic happens. When wealth grows, not just for the self, respect rises. It was 2001 when Mr. Amit Sheth wished of forming one such dynamic team, a team to be the face of the Indian label industry, a platform that brings recognition and progress in all directions, technology, promotion, ethics, finance and so on. He took the initiative of calling label manufacturers from across India and shared his vision. It was in Navi Mumbai on 18th of August 2001. A pre-formation meeting happened between the would-be first founders, or should we say, the first believers. A dream was seen and plans were laid. The proposed name was LMAI, Label Manufacturers Association of India. An official association was registered under the Companies Act 1956 on 16th of July 2002. Salute to the first promoters who showed the will and determination to come forward and lead. As always, the start is a tough phase. Less funds, less members. During these testing times, our patrons Vivek Kapoor, Amit Sheth, Sandeep Zaveri and Manish Desai initiated and hosted several meetings and get-togethers. They educated and encouraged entrepreneurs and companies to come forward and become members. The first executive committee was elected for 2002 to 2004. Mr. Surinder Kapoor was chosen as the president, Bhavin Kothari the secretary, Manish Desai the treasurer, and their zonal vice presidents. Things corporatized a step further when the first annual general meeting happened in Worli. LMAI decided to support India's first ever label show and conference on self-adhesive labels held at Nehru Centre, Mumbai. It was LMAI's first ever promotional activity. First concrete objectives of the association were decided at this event too. To represent as the common body of label manufacturers of the country, to promote self-adhesive label application, to organize and educate the members in all aspects, to secure the local manufacturers against foreign investments, to identify the exclusivity in narrow web segment, to support the members and raw material suppliers against misconduct, to exchange forums with international organizations of similar kind, to deal with government, semi-government forces. Clear-cut objectives led to smart strategies, and it did at the second AGM. To streamline and motivate administrative and technical service activities, Mr. P.V. Narayanan was appointed as the Executive Secretary. The admin office was moved to SIA's School of Packaging, Navi Mumbai, and the concept of starting LMAI Awards too took shape at the meeting. In December 2003, LMAI's first official newsletter was published. The editorials were headed by Mr. Narayanan and Amit Sheth. One of our founder members, Mr. Kamal Mohta, left us all. LMAI will miss you always. The scenario looked very positive. It was time to go global. The first international foray, LMAI supported the Label Expo Singapore. The strategist, Mr. Narayanan, attended the event to understand international trends and bring the new innovative ideas to improvise the industry in the field of environment, technology, and conceptualization. A new team volunteered and was elected for the 2004 to 2006 tenure. Bhavin Kothari took over as the president, Vivek Kapoor, the vice president, Manish Desai, the treasurer, Mr. Deshpande, the secretary, and their zonal supporting team. This committee decided to extend support to a proposal received by FINAT, FINAT, to support LMAI Euro India Labelling Exchange to be held at Shangri-La Hotel, New Delhi. It was during this time when Tarsus, an international business-to-business media group, took over the India Label Show. LMAI Label Awards got a valuable support from every denizen. LMAI started a testing facility in association with SIES School of Packaging and agreed to pay Rs 50,000 per annum to make the facility available to its members at a very nominal fee. The first orientation program on labels and labeling testing and quality testing was organized in June 2005. The aim was to educate and grow the quality standards. Congratulations and salute to the team. For 2007 and 2008, Mr. Manish Desai was proposed and seconded to take over as the president at the executive committee meeting. Mr. Vivek Kapoor was chosen the vice president, Mr. Deshpande the secretary, Mr. Sandeep Zaveri the treasurer, and their zonal vice president's team. Things progressed further as planned. www.lmai.in LMAI website was launched. LMAI believes in doing what's required and stopping when required. A resolution was passed to stop the services to SIES College as the funds outweighed the members benefited. Geared for another super year with Tarsus, Label Summit became an official part of the super brand Label Expo Global Series. As signed and promised, Tarsus paid an amount of $16,000 to LMAI. It was from these funds a need of having a corporate office took shape in Navi Mumbai in April 2009. During this period, associate members were given voting rights and were decided to include in the executive committee. For 2009 to 2011, the already familiar Mr. Vivek Kapoor took over as the president. Mr. Sandeep Zaveri became the treasurer, Mr. Deshpande the honorary secretary, and their zonal vice president's team. Soon then, a special visa facility was provided by the Belgium Consulate for all LMAI members to attend the Label Expo Brussels 2011. The logo was revamped. The first brochure of international standards was published and distributed at the LMAI booth during the event. It showcased the world the might of the Indian label industry. The next series of events were LMAI masterminds one of the most beautiful strategies. Firstly, LMAI became an active member of the WLA. Secondly, LMAI awards were restructured along the rules of World Label Awards rules. And then the ACE. Winners at the national level were promoted to participate at the global stage. In just the first attempt, 2 Indian companies won awards there. It instilled confidence of standing strong at the global level. In a globalized world, it was the need of the hour. Congratulations to Any Graphics and Vintex Flexo Prints. Another big success came LMAI's way when a deal with Tarsus was increased and signed at $40,000 for 2010 and $40,000 for 2012. LMAI will be forever grateful to Mr. Sandeep Zaveri, Vivek Kapoor, and Mr. Roger Pello for initiating this deal. Awards Night of Delhi in 2010 was the first ever mega event in the printing industry. The next significant event was the first LMAI conference, themed as Innovations Unlimited and led by Mr. Ajay Agarwal and Mr. Sandeep Zaveri. It was Goa where 240 delegates gathered. A special thanks to all our supporters. Panel discussion by Mr. Roger Pello of Label Expo Group. Ice-breaking theme for one of the evenings, the Drum Cafe, which all enjoyed and is remembered even today. Celebrity singer Mansi Scott at the gala night and so on. The event was a huge success. A seminar on label stocks and inks, a key resource, was scheduled at Plast India Centre, Andheri. It was initiated by the West Zone team and supported by SMI and Shrishti Enterprises. It was LMAI's dear member, Mr. Deshpande, who introduced schemes and subsidies by MSME and SIDBI. Members grew awareness on many other subsidy schemes, ISO standardization, and lean management subsidies. Similar significant seminars on government schemes by MSME were scheduled at Hotel Orchid in Mumbai and Crystal Hall in Delhi, led by the duo Vivek Kapoor and Sandeep Zaveri. As label manufacturers, LMAI celebrated the World Printers' Day in style at SIS College, Navi Mumbai. The best student of the year were given accolades for their meritorious achievements. A seminar on lean management by Dr. P. Mohan was held at Mayfair Hall that year too. The aim was to educate our members on resource management. A special mention to our support, WebTech Mumbai and other associate sponsors. This team deserved more than a simple applause, and it did. The team was re-elected for the next tenure as well. Mr. Gururaj Balawad was the only new entrant in the Vice President's list. A major achievement for the label industry happened when L9 was formed. It was the coming together of 9 associations from around the globe to solve common issues. FINAT, FINAT represented Europe, TLMI represented USA, JFLP represented Japan, LATMA represented Australia, SALMA represented New Zealand, PEIAC represented China, AMETIQ represented Mexico, and LMAI represented India. Mr. Vivek Kapoor and Sandeep Zaveri represented LMAI during the proud moment. During the tough times of the global recession, when the price hike by raw material suppliers shrinked margins, LMAI conducted an extensive joint survey with the raw material suppliers to justify and aware the industry of the issues and the ideas to tackle it. The second LMAI conference was themed as Print Innovation, organized at Goa and led by Ajay Agarwal and Sandeep Zaveri. The number of delegates had increased to 360. Special thanks to the platinum, gold and silver supporters. You truly make our event shine. Our eminent panelists, celebrity performances by Veer Das, the stand-up comedian, Miang Chang, and themed evening parties. It was fabulous. All these years, Mr. Vivek Kapoor has emerged to be a performer and a beloved leader, just how LMAI needs. No wonder he was unanimously chosen as the president of LMAI for the third term. And his profound work continued like it always did. A shortage of skillful operators was observed for a very long time. The president, along with one of his vice presidents, Ajay Agarwal, decided to organize a special 3-week program on shop floor training. The program was supported by every denizen and conducted at every denizen school in Bengaluru. The first batch of 5 operators was from Mumbai. The second batch of 13 operators was from Delhi. The results were rewarding. Similar pivotal issues were tackled with innovative ideas. A seminar on cost restructuring was conducted at MIG Club in Bandra. It was led by Sandeep Zaveri, Satish Waktsure and Ajay Mehta. A book on production restructuring was published and distributed for the members to benefit. Special thanks to our supporters, SMI and Label Planet. The President also decided to hold the AGM 2014 outside the registered location. He selected the Park Hotel, Delhi and deputed the North Indian Zonal team led by Ajay Agarwal and Arunesh Bansal to host the event. Supported by every denizen, SMI, Genius Flexo, UPM Raflatec, the meeting was followed by a seminar on cost restructuring. It was attended by industry stalwarts and was rated to be a grand success. LMAI Awards since 2004 have motivated every member to keep growing. LMAI has been a success, considering the purpose why it was formed. The members have grown from 65 in 2002 to 2004, 120 in 2004 to 2006, 140 in 2007 to 2008, 200 in 2009 to 2011, 245 in 2011 to 2013, and 295 in 2013 to 2015. The revenue generated from Tarsus 2 has grown each year from $16,000 in 2008 to $40,000 each in 2010 and 2012, $45,000 in 2014, and $45,000 awaited in 2016. The corpus funds have grown from Rs 65,000 to 1 crore. The delegates too have grown from 240 in 2011 to 360 in 2013 to 433 in 2015. LMAI has the potential and poise to grow further. It's the committee members' sincerity that have given the rewards. The current committee has extended its interim tenure to organize the third mega conference themed Changing Paradigms, Emerging Challenges. It's been led by Gururaj Balawar and Sandeep Zaveri. Time to pool more resources and pull more business. As we move on to welcome the new team, let's promise our support and contribution like we always have. Welcome to the third LMAI conference at Fairmore, Jaipur with 433 delegates.